Hi. Hope you're doing well. The noise is the SC. I've not yet fixed that one issue. Since no one else is yet here, I'll let it do its thing until it gives me the temperature that I want. Yeah. So today is day number 21 in the year of our Lord 2023. And yeah, that's 21 days that have gone by this year. Well, that means my mother. So you do the math. Hi, Princess Akia. So that means that since there are 21 days, you actually, well, practically, yes, you're number one on the here where I see which person is watching live. But Martha Tech commented before you, but I hope you're doing well, Princess Akia. Yeah. Good morning, Matthias. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Mark X, you should think about to get a good one. I think you should think around 15 million. Yeah, 15 million, you get a good Mark X. Yeah. You can get a cheaper one, but hey, Princess Akia, Akla. Hey, wait, Mark X million ton, madam. What is up with you? Mark X at 5 million. You want to hate everyone. Mutevansi in the same. You want to hate your neighbors, hate your brothers and sisters. You want to think that your singers are bewitching you. Mark X should have a minimum of 15. That's in my experience. Yeah, Akia should be buying a Chibina at 5 million, not Mark X. So hello, Akanso Aksiku. I saw someone else here. Yeah. Hi Ragnar. Hope you're doing well. See, Princess Akia wants to buy Mark X at 5 million. Hey, let me tell you something. There are cars that don't have feet in Atezitangula. Gononya Nabasukuranga Tobaraba. But you try buying it. Even an old Mark X will be at minimum of 10 million. If it's good. You know, there is buying a car when you're going to spend 15 million to put it back together. If you bought a Mark X at 5 million, hey, hi Arthur, already preparing for my 5.5 for a RAV for IPSA, now looking for inspection fee. Yes, Jose, now RAV for Jiveco. And that's why I decided to talk about the prices today, so that you guys get updated. You remember how they used to tell you, Musimanya, in January, people are broke, they are looking for school fees. Musimanya, cars are going to be cheap. Hey, you people. Imoroka za tabuse. Imoroka za tabukire munonga. I don't know if I've spoken Rutoro. I don't know if I've spoken. You see that Mark X? That one will be around 15, 16, 17. You can get it. But it will have things to do, Akia. You people, Imoroka za tabukire munonga. Ragnar is saying Akia should get a personal doctor because she's looking for sickness. Exactly. A RAV on UAF, you cannot get it at 5.5 right now. Mama nyabo 5 million. Yeah. You people, the car market. You people should have bought cars last year properly. At least the people that wanted the cheap ones. Last year was a good high motion. This year is trouble. You people are going to end up buying that car that is overtaking me. That's called the Raum, the old model. You will end up buying it. But even that room now is costly. Even the bad cars are being sold at high prices. You people. Yeah. Need to be atabukire munonga. Things are bad. That's one thing I can tell you. Cars are expensive. And I've been telling you from time to time, that's a Nissan Note in front of us, the UBM, the pink one. That's a Nissan Note. Those Nissans are good when new. And you know there are cars that you should buy knowing that you're buying your own car. That Nissan Note, you can get lucky and you get people that don't know and they will buy it from you. But that car you buy knowing you have bought your thing, your family, what do they call it? Ancestral property. That you will die, your sons will drive, your grandchildren will drive, your great-grandchildren will drive. Get? Yeah. So, but things are not very good. I think the reason is that generally car prices are high because of the taxation policy, of course, that are importing cars now. People have to import 2009 and this year they are importing 2009 and newer. You can't see, if you went to the bond right now, it's very hard to find a 2008 model which has no number plate. Hi Ali. Yeah, that's Alia. It's very hard for you to find a car that is a 2008 model that has no number plate. Those car importers were given deadlines, and I'm thinking they're adhering to them. You get? So, and because they're adhering to them, every year cars are going to keep getting expensive. So the sooner you buy your car, especially for us that have small budgets, that's why you see that some of us, we are upgrading our cars, buying new engines, facelifting them, so that you look for a 2009 Corolla when Arthur has it, when in actual sense he has a 2001. So just know, I'm going to of course share the list, the updated list of prices, so that temugamba nti ate saabagamba. I don't want, been looking for a RAV4 of 8 million, and I can tell you the only RAV4 we have got, which is a very good RAV4 by the way, it's still good, the only RAV4 we have gotten, and still the owner is saying 9.5, but I'm sure we can get it at 8 if we went and bargain. Why am I sure? Ojirabe yo Harrier, last year you would have bought that Harrier at 8 million. Today you can't buy it less than 13. You get? Why am I saying? I'm puzzled. I have a plot at Kasanje and a Chibanja at Nagarama, but I need a car first before building. What is your take? Hi Emma. So someone I think is sharing, first paying cash at the bond gives you great bargaining power and discounts. Paid for a Sienta 20 million and we were selling for 26. Why did you pay for a car that is valued at 26 at 20? There must be a reason, FK. There must be a reason. Do you know what it means to give a discount of almost 50%? There must be a problem. Either the person that was selling that car had a problem, or the car has a problem. Why did you buy a Sienta of 26 at 20 million? Do you think it makes any sense? You did not buy that Sienta at 20 simply because you had cash. No. Either the seller had a problem, or the item being sold has a problem. So if you can share, it's been good, no problems. It came with a new number plate. Yes, it makes sense. Yeah, so where was the problem? Is the person selling the one with the problem, or the item is the one with the problem? You would know better than me. Bananga, I wanted to buy potatoes. I like potatoes. So FK, please share. What was the problem? Why did you buy a car that would ideally cost 26 at 20? You need to know that reason. Yeah. You know, they normally tell us, our parents, our forefathers even put a saying, nothing is free. You remember that? And the reason they say that is because truly nothing comes free. There is no person in the entire world that would discount a total 6 million. But either the car wasn't actually costing 26, or because even if he had a problem, if he had to pay, if you had he could afford paying the taxes, he would have paid the taxes and left the number plate, or pay the taxes, get the number plate, and keep the car with him. You get, and then wait for the person who has like 24. You get, because if those cars are 26 in the bond and he has put a number plate, he can sell it at 24. You get, because it's his bond, it's like a parking lot. So what was the actual problem? Because category you would know. I don't want to worry you, of course, but I'm not the kind of person that believes in luck. I've not been lucky all my life. I've been working for everything I have. So truth of the matter, I've been driving the car for over a year now and never had issues with it. It's a UBJ. Now UBJ, Sienta was not 26 when you bought it. Yeah, if it's a UBJ, Sienta was not yet 26. Sienta is 26 this year, not last year. You get? So last year, the Sienta would have been around 22 or 23. You get? The cars are, the prices have just boomed this year. So last year, 22, 23 would be understandable, not 26. Yeah. So whenever you get a very harsh discount, a very big discount, like for example, Arthur says he does pre-purchase inspection for 400, and then for you he says, just know there is a take. Either he's going to get a chameleon off of that car, you get, or he has a very big problem that he really needs that car urgent money, you get. Because I normally tell you guys, I don't discount my pre-purchase inspection fee. You want me to check a car for you, help you buy a car 400,000, and you know I always tell you, before we move from wherever you find me, from my office over where, you give me my car money, because I have to pay the mechanic, I have to buy fuel. You get? So there is no discounting. And if it's on weekend, I tell you send half of the money before I leave my home, because weekends I work from home. You get? 26 is price, 20 is value. A buyer pays for value, not price. Kakati, nomadic for life. 26 is price, 20 is value. A buyer pays for value, not price. Kakati ololuzungu lungi nnyo, but the price and value in terms of cars, value might be, in terms of cars, value can be perceived. For example, someone can perceive that a Mercedes-Benz is much more expensive than a Corolla, when in actual sense, when you go to the market, the Corolla is much more expensive than a Mercedes-Benz. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. There is no way you can buy a Corolla like mine at less than 8 million. But there are possibilities that you can buy an ML Mercedes-Benz at 8 million. You get? So value is perceived. To me, my Corolla is much more valuable than a Mercedes-Benz. To someone else, a Mercedes-Benz would be much more valuable. I think that's what you're trying to mean. The price and value is perceived. For example, Matt wants to buy a Toyota Ipsum. Why does she want to buy a Toyota Ipsum? For business, mostly. Because she knows that if she buys this Ipsum, it's going to help her carry on a business as well as move, you get, as well as move during her personal time. Genda kuchalira senga, kuchalira mama, kuchalira Emma, and all those things. You get? So she can perceive she can perceive value. You get? But the price can actually be lower than the value, because the person that is selling that Ipsum doesn't know the value. I hope nomadic for life, we are saying the same thing, right? That value price is that, 20 is a value. But the UBJs, at the time when the UBJs actually came out, the Sienta was 22, 23, not 26. Bakuba ekikopo ne bakugamba, nene moka je tuguze milioni 2.26 tambula ko mabondi, but they don't give you a chance to actually move around. You get it? And then you end up buying at 20 thinking you're actually getting a bargain. But away from that, you could have actually gotten a bargain. Who am I to say? But at that time, Sientas were way cheaper. Actually, at that time, someone was actually selling me around March 2022. Someone was selling to me a Sienta UBH at 13, and it was completely okay. And at that time, people did not even want to buy Sientas. I don't know why. People did not like it, probably because of the CVT gearbox. Away from that anyway. So you guys, akatari katabusi. Sebo, I will tell you what. We used to buy chivinas 3 million. Okay? And we would buy those chivinas with the sellers even begging us to buy them. Bambi percent. Tonemesa. You know gulida abana mata. Right now you are the person that has a chivina. Ye matira. Even chivinas are 5 million minimum. Okay, you can get one at 4 million, but the one at 4 million will not be good. Anyone that has a car that they trust, a car that is good, they are selling it highly. Things are hard. If you're planning to buy a car, leyingira drone bwe kube mfufu. Girabye kati wano ka esi we kayambira nti omuntu atalina esi kuline kubo tavuga mpola mpola. Ate oyinza ovuga mpola mpola ne bakumalirako enfufu. Bero tuke ubwongo linga akachima. One thing for us to understand is that right now the prices have actually gone high. So you need to disregard. I'm actually going to High Arthur. You've been hitting the gym. Yes, mbamu gym nekakati. Yeah, I'm going to play the role. You know, I direct plays. I've been directing Things Fall Apart. Things Fall Apart. I'm fine, Adam. How are you? I've been directing the past like 7 months. I had an actor that I was doing Things Fall Apart. He's huge, and for him, he's taller than me. I think he's 6 feet. I'm 5'11", and that actor cannot be with us now. So I'm taking on the challenge to do Okonkwo, and Okonkwo has to be huge in certain ways. So I'm eating plenty of meat, and I'm hitting the gym seriously, so that I can live up to the role of Okonkwo. So I have to be big. I'm sure you guys have heard of transformation of roles in Hollywood. Kakati na Uganda byatuka. So I'm seriously working out to be as big as the Okonkwo I imagine as a director. Now there are people that don't understand what I'm saying. I'm a theater director. I'm a film director as well. Yeah, and I've been doing this since 2010. I've been performing on stage since like I was in senior one, since I was 13. And this is what I've been doing for a living all my life. So I direct plays, I act, I direct films, I act. Of course, I don't do things that don't have money. That's why I'm not everywhere. Forget about the guys bemura bakubuli TV kubukide bogenda konga kwali bogenda ku YouTube bonga shows jezili. Yeah, I do things that have money. I'm a business-minded person. That's why I'm not everywhere. But anyway, I'm directing Things Fall Apart. For those that don't know what Things Fall Apart, there is a famous Nigerian playwright called Chinua Achebe. I'm sure you've heard of him if you went to school. And the guys that did literature, you read Things Fall Apart. So we adapted Things Fall Apart, the novel, into a stage play, and I've been directing it. So I'm doing Okonkwo. Yeah, something I'm really looking forward to. So I'm eating plenty of meat to you use muscle to get muscle. Anyway, cars are expensive. That's one thing we need to understand. Right now, at 3 million, I wouldn't recommend that you try to look for a car at 3 million. I would tell you that if you have 3 million and you thought you would get a Corsa, you thought you would get a Starlet, you thought you would get a Chivina, you thought you would get a Chikumi, forget about it. Okumanyanga, you cannot get one. Those cars at 3 million are being bought by brokers, because even brokers are looking for things to buy and they don't see them. So they buy those cars at 3 million invest like Akawanma, and then sell them 5 to 6 million. I think I'm making sense. The cars that, remember last year when I did this broadcast and I was telling you cars you can get at 3 million. Right now, the cars that you could get at 3 and 4 million, and I think there's a broadcast I did where I was telling you guys that 5 is the new 4 or the new 3, 8 is the new 4, 10 is the new 7. That should make sense. The cars that you would normally get at 3 million, now you 5. The cars that you would normally get at 5, now you'll get at 7. And I can tell you the RAV4 is not at 7. At 7 you are, thank you Nomadic. So at 7, if you have a budget of 7, and I've been talking to a lady on WhatsApp, and she told me she has a budget of 7, and I've been telling her at 7 million, the only car I can recommend is the Ipsum right now. The only car that I could recommend, atena yo tunonya nonye. You can get a Primo. You can actually get a Primo. Nina eba ya kunonya Primo. Ochitege, right? But you could get a Primo. You could get the Ipsum. Okay, but the Primos are very rare cars though. Okay, Primos right now are very rare cars. But even the Ipsum, by the way, and the Ipsum that we would buy at 7 and it's good. Normally we don't buy it from the bonds. We go moving around. We probably find it with someone in their face, or we find it in a garage somewhere parked. You get, because I've been telling you guys, normally when people are selling their cars, the first people to know are the mechanics. So mechanics will normally tell you, otunda jindekere wano jajifunde abachikorachi abajigura. And normally the 2 Ipsums we have bought so far, I think the people are happy. I've not gotten any complaints. We did not buy them from bonds. The first Ipsum we bought for Brian, we got it from a parking lot. Okay, the second Ipsum we bought it from a garage. We would go to those bonds, and all their Ipsums are worse than the Ipsums we have seen, and they are more expensive than the Ipsums we have seen. Yet the Ipsums we have seen are better. You get, so it's important for us to understand. Hi Chris. Yeah, so cars are truly expensive right now. To get a RAV4 at less than 9 million is luck. Of course you would get it, but you'd have to be patient. Okay, Brian is saying that he's extremely happy with the Ipsum that we bought. I'm glad you're happy. So you right now, for the people that want RAV4s, for you to get a RAV4 at 8, you'd have to be very patient. You'd have to send Arthur some kamane and then wait. And then Arthur looks and looks and looks, so that he can tell you that omanyi tuinake tufunye, and when he tells you tuinake tufunyewo, you need to rush and pay. You get, because fetugula bei ya busubuzi whenever we are buying cars. You get what I'm saying? We don't want you to buy a car that will make losses for you. We don't want to buy a car that you're buying ngaguze kubasubuzi. You get what I'm saying? So at 7 million, you would look for a Primo, ordinary, not super. You would look for Chikumi Kumi. You would look for Chivina. You would look for the Chikumi, the old Chikumi, not mine, because even mine is a Chikumi. Okay. You would look for even Visitor you cannot get. You'd look for a Mark II Musota. Okay, you would look for a Mark II Musota car there. Even Nadia, you can't drive it at 7 now. For now, let's stick to that. Ipsum, Chikumi, Chivina, Chikumi Kumi, Mark II Musota. But the Mark II Musota, make sure you buy the one that has a VVTi engine. Okay? Saga Rogende Bakube. Dissect Subaru Forester resale value. Subaru Forester actually has some good resale value because it's a very reliable car. But the people that buy my budget 5.5, you can get Ipsum, but also nayo kat Ipsum ya 5.5 nayo ya mukisa nnyo naye oweereza Arthur akasente n'omugaa kaako noonya olabe. You get it? And then I look and then I tell you, yino, oba you come and then we look together. Okay? Our turnaround time for getting cars is normally 1 day. Okay, but the way things are going, I don't want to promise that you come to look for Ipsum at 5.5 and we find it in 1 day. You get what I'm saying? And I will tell you that budget of 7 million below, you need to listen to me a lot. You get, because if you don't listen to me, Jakutomera. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. One thing I've realized about the guys that come from here and they want to buy cars, you guys are looking for comfort. And sometimes you're looking for comfort with the wrong budget. Okay? With a budget of 7 million and below, you're going to create the comfort. With a budget of 7 million and below, it's you to create the comfort. The way we buy our cars, you will definitely get a car that is good, okay? That you can drive without trouble, okay? But I want to tell you that you're not going to get Mercedes-Benz comfort at 7 million and below. Even at 10 million and below, you won't. But you see that I'm talking about cars that you will buy at 7 million and below. They are the same cars you're going to find in the range of 10 million and below. You get what I'm saying? They are the same cars. Because it's even harder for you to find a car that is expensive. More than 7, but not more than 10. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yes, Ziwa. It's actually, Ziwa, I don't know if you mind if I share that it's you that we are looking the RAV4 for. Ziwa has been very, 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 very patient. He's actually even more patient. So we found the RAV4 for Ziwa, and hi JK. The owner is saying 9.5, but I'm very sure we can get it at 8 if we go with cash. But you see, even this RAV4 that we are getting, it's at a moneylender's place. Someone borrowed money from a moneylender and he failed to pay. You get it? So for us, when we pay, the moneylender will get money, and even the car owner. I'm going to get there as well. You get what I'm saying? So the car prices are high. That's one thing we need to understand. But that doesn't stop us from buying cars as long as we know the range we are talking about. So 7 million and below, the most reliable car that I'm talking about. How about the budget of 15 million? An Advocate, and with at least high ground clearance. You know those roads of ours at Matuga Semoto. Ali, you are in my estate. You should come visit me. Ali, you WhatsApp me and we link up. You are in my estate. You're in my estate. You should WhatsApp me and we link up. We live in the same neighborhood. Hey. And I'm starting a health club. If you have a pot belly, hey, I'm going to eat your money. Hey, we all have to look healthy and attractive. Primo 2008. We are going to talk about that. So 7 million and below, the cars I'm recommending, I think the Ipsa. Ziwa is a very patient man, but patience pays. Yeah, indeed, Isaac, patience pays. So 7 million and below, the one car that I will look at, 2 cars actually, but the other one people don't like it. When was the last time you saw someone pushing water on a bicycle? Yeah, that's someone. And you know it's a dry season. They are making money from people. Of course, not people like me who have wasted 10,000 liters of water. So 10,000, but Okumanya, this season is dry. I have about 6,000 liters remaining. Yeah. So you guys need to understand that there are 2 cars that I recommend if you have a budget of 7 million and below. Toyota Ipsum, that's one of them. The second one is the Toyota Corona 190, the one that they call Chivina. Okay? Those are the 2 cars that I can tell you will buy at a budget of 7 million and below and have a lot of peace. Okay? With the current prices. You never know. Next month it will be low and I'll still update you. But now, January, speaking on today is the 21st, right? Speaking today, and as the month has been progressing, 7 million and below, look at the Ipsum, Chivina, Chikumi, Kumi, you get. Arthur, you are out loud. We are here 6 listening to you. Thank you. Hey, Charles, I missed your call, by the way. I'm engaged. So, thank you for bringing on other people. So, one thing you need to understand, million musanvu okudda wansi, ipsamu, chibina, chikumi, kumi, stareti. Even VITs you cannot get at 7 million and below. Actually, even a good VITs, especially 1.36, you cannot get at 10 million and below. The way, and remember, I in the past I told you, hey Martha, you're still safe. You remember in the past that I told you, I'm going to do that. Let me do that on Monday, I think. So you remember in the past that I told you, you could get a VITs at 10 million and below. And normally I don't recommend a 1.0cc. So now I'm telling you that the only VITs you can get at 10 million and below would be the 1.0cc VITs. Eyoruhu mu bisatu tandikira ku million 11 kwambuka waggulu. Okay? But let me talk about cars 10 million and below. 10 million and below, now you can be getting a RAV4. Okay? 10 million and below, you can get a RAV4. 10 million and below, you can get a Nuwa, which will not be very good. 10 million and below, you can get a Visitor Adeo. There are 2 Visitors. There is one that's an estate and there is one that is a sedan. You can get both of them. 10 million and below. Okay? 10 million and below, there are chances you could get a Corolla like mine. It will not be in very good condition, but you will get it. Chances, like I've said. 10 million and below, you can get a Toyota Nadia. 10 million and below, you can get a Golf 4. 10 million and below, you can get a Mercedes-Benz C200. Mostly a C compressor. 10 million and below, 10 million and below, I'm looking at other options. Of course, you can get a Golf 3. Okay? And by the way, there is a lady that said, I got a new Golf and WhatsApp. Avoid the Golfs, they call them the Golf what? The Polos. Medium Musam, crazy market at the moment. Yes, but the Ipsum is a very good car, by the way. The Ipsum is a very good car. It's a very good car. And the market is going to get crazier, Isaac. I'm coming to Wish. I'm coming. 10 million and below, you can get the Raum old model. 10 million and below, you can probably get a Spacio old model on UAH. Don't have your 10 million and you want to get a Spacio old model UAU. If you betwaling $1 million kumi ofuna Spacio yimiridde wa 10 million and below. Arthur wango bako golf zesonywe Isaac bobo kyali muvubuka nga tonafuna toke. Golfs are for people that have matoke, plenty of them. 10 million and below, I forgot to say, between 7 million and below ne kabajaji je kali. Sijja kugoba nti atete wevuga. Okitegeera. 10 million and below. Yes, 10 million you can get it. C200 jengambi. Of course, 10 million you can even get an ML. But the ML you get at 10 million. Tejja kuba nungi. I want that to be very clear. Okay? An ML at 10 million. Begenda kubonyabonya ate nnyo. Oba ogenda kubona abona. Ochawe n'abantu olowooze nti bakuloga. The same thing will happen when you buy a Golf. If you buy a Golf, especially the Polos, you'll start thinking that your singers are bewitching you. I told my little bro about you because his next plan is to buy a car. He just bought a plot of 20 million yesterday. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, someone was asking a question up here. Why did I skip it? I skipped it thinking someone had answered him. Let me go back. I think it was Serunjoji Mathias. He said he has a plot at Kasanje. I don't know where Kasanje is. He also said he has a chibanja at Nagala, but he needs a car before building. Yeah, but I don't know where Kasanje is, and that probably points to the fact that Kasanje is far. You get it? But if Kasanje is as far as Nagalama, because Nagalama is far, tolaba nti nze mbeera wala omuntu azimbye Nagalama olina okuba okolera mu Nagalama oba mu Kalagi. In Nagalama waliwo akagendo, because I normally do marketing in the field, and Nagalama is one of those places where I drive from Mukono and I drive for 40 minutes to get to Nagalama. Ate nga nziruka. You get it? So Nissan Note simanyi na bei yayo. How many have you seen on the road? Kati ndo tulabye yoka Nissan Note kama ateka pia. But one thing you need to understand about Nissans, Martha, you guys that want to build box, ene nyumba bagizimbye bulungi bambi. Simanyi oba etonya. Ogiraba. That's the box hidden roof. That's the hidden roof, and it's a huge house. The builders are not there. I would go for a tour, but the builders are not there. Yeah, but it's a very, very nice house, and they built it using blocks. Yeah. So Serunjoji, if you need normally, me, I would not recommend that you sell any of those plots, because I'm thinking that's one of the options you have, because land appreciates in value every day. Kati fene wafe otwagulayo abaso okugulayo bagula million 2.5, abaddako okugulayo bagula million 5, abaddako okugulayo ne bagula 7, fe twagula 10, kati toyina wojja plot ya million 10. You get what I'm saying? Okujjako nga ziri eyo wansi eyo. So me, I would not advise that you sell your plots. I would advise that you collect money slowly. Okay, find whatever small amount you can get, and then we talk. You leave your plots intact, because they are going to appreciate in value. That's one thing you need to understand. Arthur, can you tell a box house before it's roofed? Can you tell a box house? No, you can't tell. The only way you can know that it's going to be box is if it's otusuubiza tour of your house. Nyumba yange tennaggwa sinza gikola tuwa. Naye nyina sebo kola tuwa y'ennyumba nga naye nkola nga bali ababede. Kati mujje mulabe wano we tulabira film. Kati mujje wano. I don't know if you get tetebalamuza nyumba etannaggwa. Hello Arthur, do you understand the process of importing direct from Japan? You get an agent, okay? Because the agent is very important, because it's agents that know the most reliable car dealers in Japan, and then you start from there. The agent will tell you the entire process, because the car has to be inspected from Japan. Then you pay the money to buy it from there. You pay for inspection as well, and then it's shipped to Mombasa or somewhere in Tanzania, or say Portici. And then from there someone drives it, or you put it on a truck, and then it's driven to Kampala. Before what has been very reliable for people. I don't know how the other saga ended, but before what has been, this is a very nice view, guys. You need to see it. So before what was a very nice thing. I don't know what happened. There is a saga that happened. You see, that's a very nice view. My God, I need you guys to see the view of our estate from this way. There, olengera akasozi kali. Okay, anti-comment is this. Yes, you see that hill up there? I go past that flat. Hi Stuart. So, but this view is also very nice. So you get an agent. I normally would recommend that you go to agents that have been proven to do these things. Before what has been good, so you can research and see which other one is good. Then because you can't do it yourself. okitegeera kijja kumenya nnyo. But of course when you ship yourself from Japan you save a few million shillings, like 2 or 3 depending on what deal you got. The trouble with importing a car from Japan yourself is you can get a car that is not very good because you did not inspect it yourself. These guys that import cars from Japan, the bond owners, they have rapport with the other guys. So when they are giving them a car that is not good, because they buy in bulk. But if you're not going to be buying in bulk, you're buying one car, there are chances that you'll... A friend of mine bought a Fielder that had 180,000 kilometers on the clock. That mileage is too much for a new car. Atenga yaro was saving $1 million in tano, but that mileage is too much. Right? Yeah, so that's another disadvantage. So I would recommend is sente zolamanga saving genda mu bondi bobo ina sente, look at cars, inspect mileage bichi byonna, and try to get as good a deal as you can get. Okay, this is a very nice view for you guys. Very nice. You get, so try as much as possible. Let me see. Arthur, every time I have been missing the live broadcast, but I have joined you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Then I think Solomon. Lennon. Yeah, Lemon. Did you write something up here? Daphne says, how much is past your new model? In the bond, I cannot be very sure, but outside, oyina okuba ne million ekitone nnyo 15 enkadde. Then Lemon, I don't see other comment. Maria, when Arthur advised me to buy an Ipsum, I didn't want it, but this is Brian. When Arthur advised me to buy Ipsum, I did not want it, but I listened to his advice. But trust me, that car is good, not like what people say. Exactly, someone here that is actually driving an Ipsum is telling you. So, JK is saying, Kati yawedemu, no problem. Ajagula whenever he's ready. Ne plot na yate na yeri very important. Yeah. Lemon is saying, hello Arthur, do you understand the process of importing? Yeah, importing a car from Japan is good na ye. I've told you the disadvantage, Akafufu karabye. Nayenze tekankuba ndi muka esi baba. Okay. I think I've done all the comments. So katika tuddeyo ku motoka zaffe. So we have talked about the cars that you're going to need to 7 and below to zogeddeko. 10 million and below, between 7 and 10. No one will not be a very good car, but you can get it. Tejaba nungi, that I can tell you. The Ipsum between 7 and 10 will be superb. It's already dark. Really? Hey. So you guys, Ipsum ya between 7 to 10. Those are the cars ze batuna ne bagambe yebadde mu kikomera kya mugagga yagende ebweru mugagga Martha yagula Ipsum ye n'agijja mu bond n'agiparking emyaka 7. Kwegamba everything is intact nga kyolina okukola kuyiwa oil, teeka mu mafuta mapya, gula emipiira kuba girigiruddeko nga giparkinze, vuga motoka yo kapyata nga teri amanyi ovuga kapyata. Ze Ipsum eza million 7 ziba almost new. Okitegeera. Hey Arthur, I'm glad to join love today. I like manual cars and would like to get one for the beginning. Some highlights, please. Arthur, how much is Mark X Grand? Okay, now let me first answer Pius. Manual cars, first of all, manual cars are not common. That's one thing you need to understand. Za kunonya okujja konga you are buying a pickup. Manual pickups are very common, but these small cars that are manual, like mine, they are not very common. You would go looking for a Corolla that is manual in town. You get, because they are not very common. And yeah, but they are there. They are there depending on your budget. You can look. But if you want to get a manual car in one day, it will definitely have to be a pickup. Get like a Hilux, L200, Nissan, that's a Nissan hard body. Yeah, those you can get. Whatever name Ford, what I single automatic, since Ford is an American brand. Americans are lazy people, so they have a lot of automatics. Yeah. Kati mulabe ekituwa fresh air ewaffe. Anyway, I think I've answered you, Pius. They are there depending on your budget. You can find them, but of course you have to understand which cars don't have manuals. You get. I've been driving a lot of manuals since I started driving. I wish I could get one Ipsum like that. It's possible. Naye yeba yakunonya, yakuswama nnyo. Nyo. Atho, eyo Teddy says, Teddy, Brian, Teddy. I'm telling you, no, be Teddy. I think 2 weeks ago they tried to break into my house. Na ebu wenyini obwapotanga. We wali bugezaako okuba, they were not professional. Ng'eddirisa baagala dimenyesa bintu biri waka byennyini. Naye nze nga nakola security ewange era bwali mu okuyingira. Wadde saaliyo. Teri basezi eno gwe kyomanya wali civilized nnyo. Ate kati ndabire neighbor wange afollowinga. Naye wadde neighbor wange era tunaba tugula emmotoka mukyagingana. Hi Arthur, okay, let me see. Mwami Arthur webale nnyo tusiima kubikwata kubidduka. Amina. There is a car behind me. Kansoge njivire. Abenga ayina white ansome comment ene eddako. You guys, you should see these towns. Mubulaba obutawuni bwedda. Obulaba n'amaduuka gedda. Let me first read these comments. How reliable is ML and price? ML is not reliable, but I'm thinking because you're a lawyer, you want to drive the ML. Mulia mwewe mubeera mani. Cancel. Mwagala nnyo ML ogiro gyesonyiwa emiliyoni ezo entono. ML it's not a bad car, but you saw Mercedes-Benz is not even in the top 10 reliable cars in the world. So I wouldn't advise it for probably. I would only advise you to buy an ML if you have 2 other cars in the home. Ngabwe chifa so wano chiparking emyaka 10. Hi Arthur, joining you for the first time. Otherwise, I'm always clearly following the recorded broadcasts. I love everything about your broadcast. Thank you, Pascali. Then I will connect you when I buy my first car. Amina. But Arthur, this time is good for live broadcast compared to morning time. Charles, the reason why I do morning broadcast during weekdays, I'm going to look into it, and then probably some days I do evening broadcasts. The thing is that evening broadcasts are not very, I cannot guarantee on weekdays. Sometimes I get too busy and I leave office at 6. Other times I get too busy, you get it? Other times I'm in the field looking for cars with someone and I cannot do the live broadcast. That's why even on weekends sometimes I fail. But in the morning I'm cocksure because I'm leaving home going to work, and at that time every day I'm driving. That's why the morning broadcasts I never miss. You get, because unless ngandi mulwadde, but if I'm not sick, every day Monday to Friday I'm driving to work. You get, that's why I never miss. But evening is unpredictable, and also one of the reasons why I did was because this S8 ebugumamu yali ebuguma nnyo okitegeera, and oregulo because in the evening when you're in jam, but now I'm doing SC, but in jam it's very, because you can't predict how long jam is going to be, so it will be very hard for you to predict the how much fuel you'll use in the SC okitegeera. So that's why I do the morning broadcasts. Yeah, but I'll look into it. But Arthur, okay. Yes, Charles, we'll look at it. Arthur, you're really enjoying the weekend in your manual car. Stress-free. Yeah. I'm professional. I'll come and start from your home. Yeah, Mathe wange tewabika. Ewange bwe twebaka omubbi bwayingira ow'omunda yaba amugulidde. Thank you, Adam. Arthur, I have a friend who wants a Elf Isuzu tipper in good condition, UB series at 40 million. Do you have any idea? Isuzu UB million yana abadde avuga erefu ezo, because UB ku million yana nga ndabanga ekizibu okujjako ng'eyina ekizibu. Ndabanga ekizibu. I'm going to do a program dedicated to lorries, I think. But Isuzu Elf at 40 million UB series, that might be hard, because even people are selling UAZ at 35, 30. You get, so it would be a challenge to get a UB series. Yeah, but we could try our luck and see. Ne Martha Wuno ne yagamba this time ebiseera bimu aba yeebase. Arthur, stick to morning broadcasts. Morning broadcasts are favorable even for me. We need morning more because we be with sharp minds, otherwise evening chiba chitabuse. Yeah. Which vehicles should I be looking to with that excellent ground clearance no more than 2000 cc? So Patrick, I think if you're looking for no more than 2000 cc, you should stick to the RAV4. Which you should stick to the RAV4. Because if you buy the RAV4 new model, there is actually a RAV4 with a 1.8 cc engine. Yeah, RAV4 kapia. Jekali. Tekara bikanyo na jekali. So I think you should stick to the RAV4 2000 cc. But also the Nua is also good. Okay, the Nua also has good ground clearance. So Nua, RAV4, those are the cars. And others on Zisuka 2000 cc. Okay, was in the X-Trade 2000 cc, but Nissan X-Trade cancel yojo liba makanika bajja kutamye motoka. We naba wa Toyota. So I think you look at the Nua, look at the RAV4. That's my recommendation. Nua and RAV4. If you're looking for possibly one a Honda CR-V. Honda CR-V. Even Honda is actually reliable. The only thing with Honda is that Honda is very expensive to maintain. If a Honda that what happens is that if you have to repair the suspension of a Honda, okay, you'd spend at least 1 million shillings. I don't know if you get me. You'll spend at least 1 million shillings to repair Bukono Kono, and only the front. And that money can never go even with mine. I would buy a steering rack, buy Bukono, buy shocks, and not even use 1 million. You get it? But with the CR-V Honda minus the shock absorbers, ebyo ebirala byokka byokka ojja kumalawo nga ne steering togibaze ojja kumalawo 1 million. But bw'oba nga ogivuga bulungi, those things don't die, bichi, it's a good car, Honda CR-V. I think even the Suzuki Escudo is also a good car, but the Suzuki Escudo you need to buy when it's almost new. Don't buy very old Suzuki Escudos. Yet the RAV4 you can buy it when it's even very old and still it will stay on the road. So at what time are the morning broadcasts? The morning broadcasts start at 7:15 Ugandan time. 7:15 Monday to Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday I do evening broadcasts. But like I said, evening broadcasts, they say they are unreliable. Like the weekends when I'm home, I go to the gym, I finish my gym at 4 something, and then I come do this broadcast. You get? But even on weekend, if I have meetings and engagements, you'll find that even when I promise to be here, even when I schedule, sometimes I fail to make it. So evening is a little shaky. But on weekends, I'll at least always do at least a day. Why? Because I can't take a weekend without gymming. It's like my addiction. I don't booze, I don't party. So the gym is like my nightclub. It's like my booze. You get, of course, plus my car. So Arthur, thank you for the advice. I'm not selling any, but Kasanje is after Nakauka. I'm looking for money to buy a car. Oh, then Kasanje is near. Yeah, you look for the car, the money. Kasabeyo, you take it there, and then you see what to do. Ipsam yesinga. I think this is because council tajajivuga. How is the RAV4 fuel consumption? RAV4 a liter will take you for about between 4 to 7 kilometers per liter. Mine takes you for 15 kilometers. I just refueled the other day, and a liter was taking me for 15 kilometers. There is a time but of course, but like right now, I'm driving. I've even parked now, and I've put SC. So the times that I use SC a lot, that's when the mileage goes down 14, 13, 15. But when it's like the rainy season, this car can actually take you up to 17 kilometers a liter. Which take it, but with the RAV4 it will be between 4 and 7 and 8 there per liter. Kati chitegeza okuva ewange, you would be using about 50,000 or 60,000 every day, because me I use around 20 to 25. Arthur Kati, what can he do? Sikutegedde Chris. Arthur, how is it that Ipsum is a high fuel consuming vehicle? Ipsum is 2.0. Ipsum consumes the same amount of fuel like the RAV4. Zinywa kyekimu. Okitegeera. Ipsum, RAV4, Nadia. Of course, if they are not 4-wheel drive, okay, Ipsum, RAV4, Nadia, Nua, the Golf 4, the okay, those cars should be consuming the same. So we have talked about the budget of 10 to 7 to 10. You can also get a Vitz 1.0 cc. You cannot, it's okay, you can. I'm not going to say you can't, but right now with the conditions that exist, it's very hard for you to get a Vitz 1.3 cc at 10 million or below. But you could probably get a 1.0 cc at 10 million or below, okay? But I would count 10 between 9 and 10 there. You cannot get a Probox at 10 million or below. And I would not advise anyone to buy an old Probox. Bananga basajja bavuga bubyo bumoto kwobo. Oba babugula bukule usanya. Those Proboxes nedda. Bazivuga bubi nnyo. You get. But the Ipsum, you know, and I also think that the Ipsum, what the Nywanga RAV4, but the Ipsum gives you value for money. Most people that drive Ipsum actually use it for business as well. So chitegeza newebe kunywa ezikola. That's the other thing you need to understand. It's not like you're going to be driving a Golf 4 for luxury. Ask about the tipper at 40. The tipper, the elf, eh? Yeah, I answered Nenkugamba. UB series, it will be a hard thing. Looking even at the prices right now, because abantu batunda USZ million asatu mu ttaano, you get it. So million ana, it would be a bargain. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it will be a bargain. Chris nabadde nkuze mbadde sijukira nti gwabuza. Yeah, it will be a bargain, but it and one thing you need to understand about those tippers, bazivuga nnyo, bazikozesa nnyo emirimu. Motoka yali nyumye nnyo oggula nga mpya. Okitegeera, yali nyumye nnyo oggula nga mpya. But also I've done interviews on those lorries. I don't know oba aina like a hardware or something. Sorry, I went to a place where that didn't have network. That's why I had to turn around. Yeah. So if Moroka agenda kola mirimu jije, like you have a hardware, you have a school, and you're going to be using this vehicle for that, it's okay. From the interviews I've done and from the people that I've talked to on the subject, all these people have been saying that elf jogro genda juwa driver yote kola okuja kunga business jalimu. I need to mention that so that your friend tagamba ate tewangamba Chris nga ngule moroka eno babanga business jalimu, it's okay. Wabasi jalimu that drives those things, it's not a viable business for someone to invest in. Still millions and as gulemu chigege emu munana because your chigege it's sure deal. You know, but instead of telling him to try an alternative, you can go to the market and see what is there. You get it? Because I've not actually bought a lorry with anyone here. That's why I can't be very sure about the prices. But I'm telling you, 40 million it will be a bargain for a UB series elf. Yeah. Anyway, tumaze okwogera 10 million and below. Ezo ze moroka zemanyi zojjofuna mu eyo bay. Okitegeera zengambye kugambi Mercedes Benz C200, Golf 4, okay, Golf 3 kuba kati Golf 3 ne million 7 ogifuna okuka wansi, ne Golf 4 osobola okugifuna million 7 okuka wansi. But those ones, hi Rashid, I'll not guarantee the quality, I'll not guarantee their condition, the Golfs and the Mercedes Benzes. That's why the Mercedes Benz C200, I'm telling you 10 million and between 7 and 10, okay? That's one thing to understand. I've also told you can't get a Vitz 1.3 Nganunji 10 million or below. Okitegeera ejja kuba 1.0 and I don't recommend a 1.0 car. Okitegeera. Kati tulinnya, we have gone for between 11 and 15 million. Between 10 and 15 million, then you'll start with the Vitz 1.3cc. Okay, then you can get a Wish, then you can get a Spacio new model and old model, then you can get a Raum new model. Okay, there I don't expect you to be thinking about Raum old model. Okay, I also don't expect you to be thinking about Vitz Spacio old model. What the Muziro was bagana. Okay, there you can get a RAV4, even the second generation RAV4 kapia. Okay, there you can get the ICC if it's available. There you can get a used Pro Box and Succeed, which I don't recommend. There you can get Ractis. There you can get a Sienta. Okay, there you can get you want to buy which one, Adam? Pro Box Morokachi. There you can get a very good Nuwa, even a new model. There you can get a Paso, a good Paso. Okay, Mark 2 Grand. No, Mark 2 Grand, you don't even need 15 million. Which you don't need, because all the people that I know that drive Mark 2 Grands, you can get a Mark 2 Grand at 10 million. Okay, Mark X ye ingire kumina, but Mark 2 Grand you can even at 10, 11, you can even get at 9. Why didn't I even talk about it? You can get Mark 2 Musota, you can get Mark 2 Grand at 10 million and below. Okay, between 11 and 10, you can get IST, you can get Alex, but those cars that I'm talking about is in UB series, as you see, right? You can get, of course, the Visitor. You could get a Fielder, but that's not a 2006 model. You can get 2003, 2002. You can get a Corolla like mine. Okay, you can get Corolla. Which car can I buy for my poultry farm in Matuga, Gombe? I'm considering Nadia, Ipsam or Kruger. Kakate Moroka Jogule ya business Kruger JGBJ. Just buy Ipsam. Ipsam will be much more affordable than a Nadia, yet it will give you the same value that a Nadia will actually give you. So I'd recommend that you get Ipsam. Kruger will be, actually you could get a Kruger between 10 and 15 million. Yes, you could get the Harrier old model. Kat Harrier old model mujije mo 10 and below. Harrier old model is between 10 and 20. Okay, so you can get a Harrier old model, not the Kaundo. Kaundo, if you get a Kaundo at between 10 and 15, ijakuba you right now as the market stands. Of course, you could get my Corolla. I don't know if I said that. Yeah. Then between 10 and 15, I cannot guarantee that you can get a double cabin pickup anywhere. Okay, as the market stands. Kuba katale kayo none same. Kate Murukaza Bay. I also don't know why. Can a Harrier be turned into manual? No. It could, because I don't want to say, because I'm not a mechanic, but I would not advise it, because Harrier people are lazy people. Most of them have got Harrier. Tebaina bude buvuga manual. You get tebaina bude buvuga manual. So I would not recommend for you to turn a car that is automatic into manual. I would only recommend that you buy cars that were originally manual. Okay, because they are there. Ne Harrier te sijida banganako. There is no Mark X Musota. Okay? There is Mark II Musota. There is Mark II Grand. Then there is Mark X. Okay? The Mark II Grand has two variations. Waliyo eina akatalaka indicator komao. You should actually go see my video on Mark II if you have not seen. I have a video that talks about Mark II. Okay, the Mark II Grand. You should go watch that video. It explains everything about them. Actually, it gives you the entire history of the Mark II. Yeah, I'm going to start doing those videos again of the history. Yeah, so you go watch my video on Mark II. It gives you the entire history since they first invented the Mark II. Because I don't know if you knew that they at a certain time created a Mark II that was a pickup that was called a Corolla Mark II, and it was a pickup. So you can go and watch the history of Mark II. 10 to 15 Bagambi Harry Yosoro, that's the old model. 10 to 15 the Mark X you can get. 10 to 15 you can get a Crown. You know the Crown, the more comfortable sister of the Mark X. You can get a Chaser, also like a Mark II, but the Chaser is 2.4 cc. 10 to 15 you can get a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, E-Class, S-Class. But I only recommend you buy a C-Class in that price when you buy you can get any BMW. BMW SUV, of course, but the sedans. Okay, 10 to 15 you can get almost all Golfs. 10 to 15 you can get an ML no jogger. Okay, so most of these small cars, kasitoba nga tolemedde nnyo mu namba mu njagala UBJ, UBM, you can get them 10 to 15. Now, if your budget exceeds 15 million, you're the kind of person I don't recommend to buy a used car, a Ugandan used car. Okay? If your budget exceeds 15, or you, it's what you want. Personally, I would recommend you go to the bond. If you have 17, 18, 19, 20 million, I never recommend anyone that has more than 15 million to buy a Ugandan used car. Because by the time you collected 15 million, you can probably get another car 10 somewhere else and buy a car 25. Okay? That's my recommendation. Because if I had a budget of 25 million to buy a car, I would not start looking for used cars, Ugandan used cars. I would go to the bond. And I'll have a balance of 8 million or 10 million, and I'll give them like a 500K every month until I finish the car. That's my opinion. You don't have to do it. But if you have a budget of 20 million, 25, it doesn't help for you to dupe yourself thinking that, oh, I spent a lot of money on this car and it's new. So at budget of 25 and above, go to new cars. If you have a budget of 20, 17, 18, why? Because if you have been able to collect 17 million, we wajje 17 million gumiikiriza ojjewo million endala 10 oweze million 27 tugende mu bondi tweroboze. That's my piece of advice for you. Okitegeera, because omuntu akwagaliza ate tayinza kugamba mbu ogule emmotoka enkadde ng'olina million za 2. Okitegeera, abatakwagaliza million 18, you don't want to go and buy a used car. Okujjako nga you're buying a kawundo and you still cannot get a used kawundo that is good at that amount. You get it? Why would I use 17 million to buy a Harrier old model? You get. So past 15 million, my advice is that let's go to the bond. Tufune credit kali, tufafagane banja na inga tumanyi tugula motoka mpya. But this Pakistanis, but na Uganda bali ruthless. Which take it, but I think the other guys are not so ruthless because they know this is not their country. You get. So they are not so ruthless. So I've tried to update you on the prices. Just know things are not cheap cars now in the market. It's important for you to understand that cars are very, very, very highly priced. And also, guys, the people that call me and they say, "Oh, guys, I'm not a broker. I don't have cars. I don't know where cars are." There's a lady that just called me. Arthur, your new model. Guys, when someone comes and they want to buy a car with me, then I start calling brokers because brokers know where they are. Sometimes I don't even call the brokers. It's my mechanic that calls the brokers. I'm your guardian angel. Me, I'm there to make sure tebakuba. Okitegeera. I've told you from time and again, mechanic ajja kubba, broker ajja kubba, car dealer ajja kubba. You need to have someone that knows and knows how to deal with these people. Okitegeera. Baleme kunyangalaza because basobola okunyangalaza. You get like the person that bought a Mark II Grand at 17 million fije twaitsoolo gula ku 13. Kati gwe muli opapa n'olowooza kafune moroka sente nga zikwokya n'ozifulumya. Like the thing I've told you, why would you have 20 million and you go and look for a used car? Nti njagala moroka eri waggulu. Why? Okitegeera. There is wanting and there is needing. If you need a car, to papa, yes Charles, oseka nayo musajja bamukuba milioni, bamuguze moroka milioni 17 nga alina kuba ya 13. N'afiire milioni 4 because yayita ayagala kugumiikiriza bya Arthur. Okitegeera. Na saving, actually ya saving emitwalo jange at that time nani charging emitwalo 35. Ya saving aganga 35 because I returned his money. Ya saving aganga 35. Naye ku milioni 17 ne bakwata ya 5 ne bagawe yamukeberedde. Nga ne yamukeberedde yayitamanyi byakebera. Okitegeera. You don't go to buy a car with someone who has a notebook natandika kuwandika then ate nagenda ku Google. Emotoka ng'ogula Uganda news kango ogenda ku Google. Emotoka eri ku luguudo lwe Uganda tebakyagikeberera ku Google. There are people that call me nangamba Arthur, but this car bagamba ku Google nti editor is supposed to take you for 18 kilometers. The people that tested that car, like how many kilometers editor should go, they were testing a brand new car on a straight path. If you have seen those videos, bagisa mu warehouse ne bagivuga at in monitored situations nga teriimu yadde akantu tetise yadde kantu mulimu driver atya fe wane Uganda ogenda n'ogula ipsa mu matha gyagenda okugula n'ogivuga school van n'ogiteekamu abaana 7 n'oyagala enywenga gye yali mu factory gye batestinga ne bagamba ipsa mu inatambula kilomita 12 buli liita n'etambula kilomita 4 n'otandika okugenda ewa makanika akubbe. Okitegeera naye ng'olidde emmoroka wagula nkadde yingini bakagikwatamu emirundi nga 5. But all those things abantu abamu tebakola ki, tebabimanya. People will go and buy a Mark II Grand which is a 4-wheel drive. Ne munywa nagamba naye Arthur yagamba Mark II Grand tenywa. Naye nga wagula 4-wheel drive lwaki? Because you don't know what you're buying. Okitegeera 14 not 7. Kuguko bagamba 14. You get I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So you need to be very careful. Just know those guys, and you guys should watch Council Yunus's video. Council Yunus says a car dealer sold him a car on credit. Teyasoma ndagaano kubanga omusiraamu yali broker yamugamba gwe tofa bajja kubanja ne wejiba myaka 2 ku ndagaano kwaliko emyezi 4. Council Yunus had the car for like 2 days, then he realized in Moroka sijja kusobola for 3 days, I think, over a week, for 5 days ne Moroka sijja sobola kusasula banja lino myezi 4. He took back the car. He had paid the first installment 13 million. The car owner gave him back 10. He said zine 3 tuzisigaza tujja kukola ki katutereze bye wayonoonye. But seriously, in 5 days, a person that drives from, he said he was living in Namasuba to Ginger Road for 5 days can spoil things worth 3 million. What's again? Now there are things, sometimes we be writing agreements, nga tugulira abantu emmoroka. N'olabira ddala akawaayira akafunze embisazaamu wali nga tetunda sayininga. Bw'ogenda n'omujega gwe tojja kumanya. Okitegeera. Bw'ogenda n'omujega tajja kumanya biki bye bakozesa kukubbira mu bantu. Okitegeera. But anyway, going to the bond is an experience everyone here should go through. Those guys can convince. I did not tell you this. I'll do the Mark X, Charles. There is I have a friend at my workplace that drives a Mark X. I'm going to sit in that Mark X to do the experience. Unakubanti yavuga moroka ampya. Ateta tabala na mafuta, so he will not tell you the fuel consumption because it tabimanyi. But he will tell us the experience. We will see the engine and all that. Let me tell you one thing. There is the guy we bought the RAV44. Twamusanga mu bondi nga bagenda muguza RAV4 million omwenda nga bamuguza million 16. bali bagayi bali bamanyi bakikubye ne bamutuuza mu ntebe eziri comfortable ne bamugulira ne soda ne muganda we wa boda gwe yajja naye. They even bought them soda and a cake. Nga balaba bakikubye. Do you know how to sell a car of 9 million no gitube million 16? When we go to the bond naffe ne batuze bali tugenda bawe million ye sente moroka eno mugiyise. You get what I'm saying? Bali abayeye ba bondi mu bavenako. They will smile at you. They will do everything in their power to make you feel comfortable because gwa ine kisawo chachi. Gwa ine kisawo cha sente. So you need to be very careful. Away from that, if you have sente zisuka million 15, my advice for you is go to the bond, buy a new car. Nga gwa jetandikidde Uganda. Okitegeera. But I've told you the other prices. I just know the market right now is not very good. Normally in January, people will tell you, abazadde banonya sente za school fees, but unarayiso wawa. But now Uganda next no mamanyo kutegeka. Some people, even the brokest friends I have, paid school fees for first term, last term. Okitegeera. Fees wa term ene first term. Bamusasula last year. So you can't tell me nti omuntu yasasula fees za term eno last year agenda tunde moroka yawo omwana pocket money. That pocket money is money you borrow on Airtel money. Sicho banange. I have friends that can borrow up to 1 million on Airtel money. So the pocket money bazeola ku Airtel money. Tibachiteziba tunza moroka. And I was telling you guys last year, I was telling you people are saying moroka zije bazara isi mu January and February. Cars are more expensive than they were in December. Anyway, guys, I have to go. It has been a very good experience. Thank you for having me on your phones, on your data, on your money. A RAV at a bond goes for how much? That's something I have to ask. Anti kati omanyi nti RAV kati mulimu 2.9 I went in need of an Alpha 2000 and they told me 56 million. Yet they wanted to give me 10 million for my perfect Regius. I told them I will pack it at home. Munange God kind. Regius stay navigate. Regius rumbe chikunywa chiti eche chimotoka banange God kind. Chiri comfortable. I wanted to drive it at one time until a friend of mine told me he drove to Mbarara. He used 400 to Mbarara, 400 back, and I was thinking, which kind of car is this? Am I driving an aeroplane? Mbuche dukana ye. It's a very fast car, very comfortable. Hey, Regius stay navigate God kind. Tell me about the Regius. The diesel one. Diesel is more expensive than petrol. Diesel people would buy a diesel one instead of a petrol. Ipsum is no longer in the bond. Jeremiah, there is no Ipsum there are no Ipsums in the bond anymore. Instead of the Ipsum now, if you went to the bond, you'll have to buy a Wish. That's a lie. I used 350 to and from Barara. When recently, it's not the same Juko. Akram. Don't compare Regius to El Grand. Ate El Grand rumbe nyo. June Katate, you try now. In my Corolla, I would use about 180 right now, I think. Tumbarara and back, or 250 maximum. Because it's manual. So selling it on Kubendobo. Banakasozi nenkali nyira ko mu ndobo bwende ndio kanteka mu namba 3. Akram. The Regius is not the same as the El Grand. The El Grand. The El Grand. Yeah? The El Grand. The El Grand. If the El Grand is HIV, yeah? If the El Grand is HIV, then the Regius, if the Regius is HIV, the El Grand is hepatitis B, because hepatitis B doesn't let you live as long as HIV. You get? El Grand. Jirabe duke emprorando yali ajivuga wano tali bweru. Yamulemesa Kampala. Anyway, that's a joke, but Nissan and Toyota in terms of resale. Akram, no. The Regius will be bought and you'll stay with your El Grand. How many people have you seen looking for El Grands? But of course, even the Regius, the people that the people that are buying Regius, nabo babatega antege. Oli ajja ayagala nnuwa nga nnuwa teri ne mga agula kino. nacho kiri comfortable ate kisinga nuwa ate kiri waggulu okusinga nuwa. You get what I'm saying? Because the radius is bigger, eh? Saka jangu gule kino ekimotoka tuulamu kuwulire n'okituulamu n'owulira nga mbutuufu. Because the radius is much more comfortable than the nuwa. Okitegeera? So a person comes buying the nuwa and the nuwa is not there in their price range and they radius. That thing is fast. I raced beyond Forester guys and he came to check what kind of engine it had. Yeah, the radius is fast. Peter Miles had a little gun and is no more. You guys, the radius has no feet, tetambula, but at El Grande. Yeah. El Grande obanga aguze protio muchisenyi. The El Grande is not. I think it's the same thing with all Nissans. It's the same thing with all Nissans. And when you're buying a Nissan, just know you're buying your car. People will not want to buy it from you. You get the radius is fast. Nay Arthur, that Corolla of yours had legs. Otunda. Situnda muveko. Abantu babonabona n'amafuta. Leave my car. And let me tell you, Isaac, I'm going to put a new engine in my Corolla. And when I get some money that doesn't pay me, I'm going to facelift it. I'm going to make it like a 2010. Put new bumpers, new lights, new matama, new bumper behind, new lights, new boot, new bonnet. I'll even facelift even the interior. Kana kamoto kamokalike n'abaana bange njagala bakasange bamanye nti Japani akole motoka. And when I put a new engine, told about right now my car is giving me 15 kilometers per liter. When I put a new engine, I should be getting 20 kilometers per liter. Hey, leave this Corolla alone. Kane yagale baba. The only reason I would sell my Corolla is if it got an accident and was beyond repair. Nenji guzaba temi. I had a newer 2004 Model 2, but the moment it starts to age, yeah, those new ones, the new models, tezimanyi naku. Yeah, when I normally tell the people about gula new model. New model tezimanyi naku. Gula kanuwa ko kalika mugongo gwambwa. Martha calls them mugongo gwambwa. You will drive it forever. But these new models, yeah, bwegende kadiwangi itandiko kunoonya emize, itandiko kunoonya byetta. You get how much is a good model Hilux, a good old, oh yeah. I would tell you to have about 25, 30, 35. Yeah. So Arthur, which Corolla is it? Mine is a 2001 model. A 2001 model. So if you got a newer model, you definitely get better mileage. But you don't have to forget mine is manual. Nti selling it obonna nkuba ndobo. No busozi neninyako halfway ndobo. You get it? My Corolla is a 2001. I'm going to do a review. I wanted to do a review the last time when I went to the village. I'm going to do a review. Kana kamoro kamukaleke banange. Kaboro kakao ye mirembe. Kati ngenda kukyusa obuko naawo. Makanika wange yangambye nonye emitwalo 12 kana akakona akalamba kagenda akayunga mu steering rack ne ball joints bye birwadde kati byennyinako. Ball joints za mitwalo 7 buli obukono bwa mitwalo 12 ne yagale. Ha, Toyota Rumion bagiseera. Naye nga nayo nnungi, it's a Corolla. All Corollas are good. But Toyota Rumion in the bone is about 35 million and above. Wanongeri used 28, 26. Yeah, but I find that car to be overpriced. I would not even recommend anyone to do it. Arthur, have you done research about Renault Dust? Hey, God. Oyagala kuchawa abantu nyina ne moroka ze sinonyereza nako, because if I research about a car and I put a video here, yeah, you put a video, people would start to think the car is good. I'll show you one time a Renault that has a Chivina engine. It's on UBJ. Someone bought their car Renault UBJ right now. Batekamu engine ya Chivina. That's one thing you need to understand. Is moroka muzeso nyiwe. Ochitegira. The Rumion news seems too low for me, and the A pillars seem like blind spots. Yeah. Even the Ractis, that's the problem. Ractis also has those blind spots. I think even the Spacio new model, Manhattan Ractis, they have blind spots behind and in front. Yeah. The Rumion, you can raise it by putting bigger tires, putting bigger shock absorbers. You endobolize even on the hill. Kanakamoto kakareke baba. Kareke. Abana bange njagala bayige manual. The only way I can make sure they will learn manual is having a manual car in the family. In the moroka egenda sigara wano, mukama bwana batwadde sete tujja gula moroka endala zonna kano kabeera wali mu nsonda emipiira erigituula emmotoka zonna bwe zitambula tujjayo jja kipeka nga tupika omukka nga tuvuga. Arthur, how much is a Subaru Outback? Not new model. How is it in the Outback? Is 2.0 cc. The liter will definitely take you between 4 to 6 to 7 kilometers, and that I cannot confirm right now. I would have to ask and probably talk about it tomorrow. So hello Arthur, how is new 2008 model? It's a good car, but of course someone has been telling us about the 2000 funga wembagamba is a moroka tezibina mukwano tezimanyi munaku ze moroka eze empya ezisinga ezo nuwaza amasanyalaze manyi tezimanyi mukwano osobola ogiraga omukwano gwonna neekuswaza kitegeera nomale bagamba zibanga mukazi mweru omwagala n'omuwa buli kimu n'okola ki naye era akuswaza ne bagamba omusajja oyo alaika tamuwa ssente alaika tamalaako ekitegeera So, but it's a good car. I have a friend that's driving a 2010 model. I should do a review on that one. Yeah, actually, he's not a friend. He's my employee. Yansukako. I've got model bili kumi nuwa. Ochitegera. What about Corolla Fielder hybrid? Hey, a model cases on a hybrid in nunji. What the good thing about hybrids is that even when the battery dies, you'll keep driving on your engine. You get. Of course, for me, I don't think I want a hybrid anymore. I'm just having money. I don't think the hybrid has anything special, especially the Tugula one in Uganda, because it will not give you a better mileage than the normal VVTi cars. Why am I saying that? Is that abali mu America abazivuga nga mpya bakugamba it will do 23 kilometers per liter. Kati nzo already nvuga 2001 Corolla. Enywa ne ku oil empa 15 kilometers per liter olumu 16 kaki ekinguzise moroka eyebbeeyi ennyo ngegenda kumpa 23 kilometers per liter kitegeera. So I find that they are just highly priced for nothing. Naye ngera hybrid eyo jagisa milioni nga 45. How about the Harrier old model and new model? Caesar is a move, by the way, Solomon. The Harrier old model has a normal engine. The Harrier Kawundo has a VVTi engine, which makes it better on the fuel, but still the engine is bigger. It's 2.4 na erebe nywamu katono ko kusinga kuzidi enkadde. Ochitegera. The old model you can get 15 million, 20 million. The Kawundo but a 35 and above okufuna moroke nungi. Which 2012 probably has the valvematic engine. Ebenywa bulungi, but valvematic engine still complication. If it gets a complication, our mechanics here have not learned how to fix how to work on cars that have valvematic engines. You get. So we know, I know the NUA very well. To maintain it, if the oil is 55,000 kilometers, make sure that you drive only 4 and change it as up. That's when you will have the best out of the NUA. But it's the same thing that should be done with every car. Even my Corolla, I put 5,000 kilometer oil, but I do 4,000. I see hybrids on sale here that do 38 kilometers a liter. SUV moreover, antikati jeke, eyewa mweze moro kampia. But for us here, the people that buy hybrids are buying a hybrid that has 60,000 kilometers, 100,000 kilometers. And trust me, Jeke, if I'm not wrong, a person buys by the time someone sells their hybrid, ebe inake echizibu. Kubanga kati emotoka ekola 38 kilometers per liter, kitegeeza nze bwe mba nva wano ewange ne ngenda mu kibuga n'okudda mba nnyo omutwalo gumu. By the time someone sells their hybrid n'agamba njikooyi, ebe ina ekizibu. And those are the hybrids we get in Uganda. And moreover, kati fe tuli mu kufuna 2009 models, kitegeeza ebe parkinze ne mu bondi e Japan for like a year or 2 years. Eriana neri bali depreciating ebanga eri emazinga kolaki nge parkinze. Okitegeera. So for me, instead of buying a hybrid 40 million, njagenda mu Toyota Uganda negulire kastality akapya milioni zange nkaaga. Kaveera obuveera nze mbujjako ku steering went. Nenzijja obuveera kuno ku mitto, nenzijja obuveera ku zino sun blockers, nenzijja obuveera wano ku driving mirror. Okitegeera. So anyway guys, aina milioni 45 ngo olowooza genda mu bondi. Mpita nkulyekaana tugende mu Toyota nkukebere, naye mu Toyota ngenda kebera kiddala okujjako okubba abantu. Mu Toyota ngenda kebera. Kera mu Toyota mpozi kuntwala, ongambe Arthur, webale kunsabira nafuna sente. Kwata yana weerireko. Okitegeere. Ompa yana nga Arthur weerireko tugende mu Toyota ngule moroka empya ng'olaba. On documenting abantu balabe nti nguze moroka kaveera. Yes, God kind 60 million ojifuna starlet bogenda ne cash. Nze when I sent when I got a quote it was 70 million, but I'm sure that was the price gye boogera. Naye bwogenda ne millions nkaaga n'ozikuba ku mmeeza naddala nga za cash nga azibala ati million nkaaga kyemmanyi bagikuwa because room yoni empya of which room yoni empya efaanana gaya kirabika bubi bakitula million oba kyenda bayise 7-seater naye ka starlet kaba kamotoka katono bwe kati kalinga Spacio new model. It's a 4-seater push to start button. I'm working on getting reviews of those brand new cars from Toyota. Just in Gayaddemu engeri gye mbadde busy, but if I get the Toyota reviews it will be probably after March. Yeah, because kayateno period nzibu nnyo gye ndi very busy. But I'm working on getting Kia new cars, ngendeko mu Nissan, okitegeera, ngendeko mu Toyota, ngendeko ndaba abantu abalina emmoroka empya mbakolere review, okitegeera. Ntandika batwalayo bakeberera emmoroka naye emmoroka empya okebera ki okujjako okwagala okubba abantu. Kati emmoroka empya ngenda kukebera ki nkugambe nti yingini yawalala. What am I going to tell you? Nkugambe nti eno emmoroka empya ebipapula tebicheckinga out. Nkugambe nti yingini baagikyusa togula. No, it has a Suzuki engine. It has a Suzuki engine, but everything else is Toyota. Because Toyota has been making some cars with Suzuki together for some time. Kia has togula. I know where my kids go to a school. I know a parent that has a Kia nga yagigula mpya naye nga mama yakafira kukuba emirundi ng'esatu. That you don't find with Toyotas. Arthur, Toyota Wish 2004. Last Toyota Wish 2004. Eyo gula million 15 osobola ogifuna etambuddeko wano. Arthur, can I change my Ipsum key into push to start? Ebyo bisoboka. Babikolanga mitwalo nga 2. They change the entire system. Mitwalo asatu. I think it's 300 or 350. They change it. Martha wana yagadde Ipsum. Ogenda gisam push to start. By the way, now that you have talked about it, if I want my kids to start driving this car later, I would have to push to start. Kuba abana bange bajja kuba bangamba, Daddy, what is this? The starlet new model is a Suzuki, but more expensive than the Suzuki. JK, I think the way they made the starlet is Suzuki had a car that was not selling. Ngatetuunda. And then they talked to Toyota. Then they came into a partnership to create a Toyota that would sell, but with a Suzuki engine. That's how it came. The Suzuki model yaina engineer yali tetunda. I want to do a review on that, but I wanted to do that review ngadi mu showroom ya Toyota wali. Arthur, how is the Ipsum 2004? Teri Ipsum 2004. Bwe mpozi nga bagikola bukozi naye nga eyo eba picnic. Don't buy it. 2400 cc ebambi. You can put push to start. Kategeka wasa tumwetano go Martha agajjo chuso teke push to start. Ugenda kweyagala bannange. Ugenda kweyagayira Martha. Abana gwe Martha. My kids era nanga abana betuzadde omulembe guno. Omwana akugamba buterevu nti ekyo daddy sikyagala. Kati omwana ajja kumbuza what is this? Kubanga bowe bagenda tandikira okuvuga emmoroka fena tujja kuba tuvuga push to start. Kati omwe ekisumuzo nga tamanyi nti banyola n'okunyola. Alaba banne banyiga bunyizi. Martha is going to push to start in Ipsum. Martha agenda kweteeka mu sente. Yeah, so guys, I have to go. Weekend ngene embereko ne batabani bange. So, but thank you very much for being part of this live. It really means a lot. I don't take it for granted. Even the guys that are in Kamori, I don't take it for granted that you're using your data, your time, your battery, okay, to watch this live. I would like to tell you, I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car and you don't want to get ripped off, take me. You pay me only 400,000. I come with a mechanic to make sure and togula moroka ya 4-wheel nga toina gula ya 4-wheel, togula moroka nga yingi ni nchuse nga inakubamu, togula moroka. They are fielders, by the way, on the market. Nga yajira mu CVT and they put the normal gearbox because the CVT blew and the person could not buy CVT. That's one thing you need to also understand. What we've been to bingi And that's why I bring a mechanic along, because aina byamanya atenze byesikola ki byesijja kumanya kugamba, because nja ojja genda ogula field ng'olaba everything is intact naye nga baagikyusa teba comfortable kyekimu okitegera. So I do pre-purchase inspection. Your 500,000 covers the mechanic, the fuel that makes us move, because tutambula sometimes tuba tugenda ogula emmotoka ne tuvuga as far as Mukono ne tuvuga as far as Karaji. Why? Because we are trying to get you a good deal okitegeera. But Yeah, we should. I should actually do a review of your region. Sorry, someone was calling me. I sell tracking device 350 to 450 depending on the users and okay, the what's capable of. I also sell car alarms at 250. Ejemiwendo jenkukambe tejiri negotiable. Yeah, I've had my followers here najja ku WhatsApp nakugamba nsaliraako track eyo njagala kuwa 15 mga agenda oguleze 15 nazo gyeziri naye sizezange ne alamu eze 12 gyeziri naye sizesaaki sizezange. Yeah, anyway, so thank you very much guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here definitely. Sibi ebyaluli luli nali busy just. Thank you very much Princess Akia, Martha, Matthias, Ragnar, Council Patrick, I said Martha already, Ruke, Daniel Mosh, Iman Ali. Iman, you're my neighbor. We should link up. Because I also don't boost. We should link up to jogging because I jog a lot on weekend. Emma, FK, Nomadic for Life, Ziwa FX, Isaac, Adam Kays, Raymond Waswa, Chris Da Vinci, Brian, JK, October, Charles, Danes Biamukama, Daphne, Wilbur, Lemon Solomon, Stuart, Adam, Pius, Opio Pascali, I think I already said Adam, Daniel DeWalt, Caesar Rashid, yeah, Isaac, I think I already said Isaac, Godkind, Jeremiah, Akram, Velfire, Jeke Simanyi Banange. I should do and the Velfire, Tevam Alfad. I think Velfire Vam Alfad. Gaetano, what the Gaetano comment ajideditize. Jim Masiko, Solomon Chisembo, Climax Live, Johnny, those are bebo. Arthur, before you go, Prado 2000 model. Prado is a very good car by the way. Okujako that ball joint thing into bumenyeka. Or ball joint bumanyo kumenyeka and bumenyeka of course accidents. There's still okuda kubo badodukanyo, but they are very good cars. Ate nayo ino jiba ida million abiri mutane enambe enkadde then no kwambuka waggulu. Yeah, but thank you very much guys. I wish you a very good Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Ciao.